Strange Block Beats.
They throw their shadows, we light the sun. Standing tall till the battle's won. Brick by brick, we build a fire. Every step a little higher. We shine, we shine, we shine so bright. Through the storm, through the fight. Haters fade, but we stay strong. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. They whisper doubt, we roll our dreams. Through the cracks come golden beams. desert blooms where they see dry. Wings of hope, we touch the sky. Let them watch, let them stare. We rise up everywhere. We shine, we shine, we shine so bright. Through the storm, through the fight. Haters fade, but we stay strong. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. Stars above us, hearts ignite. Every soul a piece of light. Through the struggle, through the pain, we break through like summer rain. Like summer rain. Yeah.
Big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the beloved Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the CUC family. Shout out to my brother Sham. Shout out to the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. As you see the title, Donald Trump is the king of the Jews. The rise of Satan through the man of sin. We all can agree that the world is a stage. We all can agree, as my beloved Elder Macman said, the wickedness of this system is being revealed. Have y'all ever heard of the term, the basis of men? Oh my Lord. Have y'all ever heard of the term, the basis of men? What y'all think Donald Trump is? What y'all think Joe Biden was? What you think Obama was? What you think Nebuchadnezzar was? What you think all the men that the Lord set in positions as king and bring down kings, he said, he set up the bases of men. What kind of man is a base man? A man of no morality, a murderous man, a wicked man. So now you can see where I'm going. All your presidents are bases of men. Men of nothing to the Lord. So he give the country a man like the country behave. Say that again, KJ, for the people in the back. He give the country a leader, a president, a king like the country behave. What is America? A cesspool of wickedness. Then Donald Trump said you can just grab a woman by the whoop. He's a narcissist. Vile man. What is America? They narcissists. They vile. They wicked. Just like they president. So he set up the basis of men. Boy, we're going to deal with a lot today. I'm telling you, it's going to be delicious. Quite delicious. Woo, suck your fingers. Family, sit back in your seat. Get you some cheddar cheese popcorn. Boy, this about to take y'all on a ride. Now, it ain't nothing that you ain't heard before, but the Lord just want to paint a picture for you because I got some questions I want to ask. Oh, your brother KJ got some questions that he want to ask. I'm feeling good, smelling good, and looking good. Let's go ahead and handle business, family. What my line at? Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get it. Now, the first thing we're going to do, I want y'all to listen. Hey, I'm going to keep it 1,000 with y'all. When I listen to the Jewish people talk, these people just look strange, dog. When they open their mouth, they just look strange to me. The synagogue of Satan is in full effect, family. I always ask myself, why is America in bed with Israel? Now, we understand that President Truman, you know, he tried to do the right thing, but they scared that man out of his socks. If you don't do this, you ain't getting reelected. So ever since then, boy, the state of Israel got America in its back pocket. Treat America like a $2 prostitute. See, people don't understand. America don't dictate nothing. Israel dictate America. So if this the chosen people, how they the head? I thought they supposed to be the tail. How they dictating something? How are they dictating everything when it comes to the planet Earth? A cesspool of wickedness, owning all the banks, entertainment world, music world, but they the chosen people. When the Bible told me that the chosen people of Yah will be the tail and not the head. How these people dictating something? Well, y'all know that they looking for their Mashiach, right? Because they say the Mashiach of the Bible, the Hamashiach, the true Hamashiach, they said that he is burning in hot excrement. But they waiting on their Mashiach, but they don't know that the one they waiting on is the man of sin, who gonna take away their daily sacrifice and then going straight to great tribulation. You will get kicked out of our land eventually. You will be exposed to the world eventually, like you're doing right now. You got Israelites telling on you. You got Gentiles telling on you. You got your own people telling, everybody telling on you. Ashkenazi Jews, you Khazarians, you children of Indo-European stock who come from Europe, who lied to the world and said that Yah and Yahshua gave you Israel over 2,000 years ago. How you? Time out, family. Before I get started, let's ask this question. Simple question. If you got to create a state and you need a Balfour Declaration where Great Britain got their hand involved, the League of Nations, and they had to make a mandate for you to go home to create a state, I want to know, where was you before they created this state? Because if you always been in Israel, where was you before they created this state for you? I know where you was. You was over there in Asia Minor, that Turkey area. You know, the Caspian Sea, the Black Sea. Oh, a lot of y'all was known as the Khazarians, Ashkenazi Jews. Oh, the Scythians. Oh, you an Indo-European stock. You ain't no Israelite. You ain't no Jew. But the world, they don't mind you claiming to be the Jew. Guess why? Because you got the complexion for protection. Anything that's white or do. We know these people ain't the real people. We just don't want to let you Negroes claim your identity. So guess what we gonna do? We gonna Psalms 83 you. We gonna have a confederation of nations come together and cast you off from being the people. We don't want you to be the people. We don't want the world to know you the real people. So we gonna set up these Jewish people, the synagogue of Satan, and we're going to allow them to claim your identity, and they're going to benefit from your identity. They get millions and billions of dollars from our suffering. We the ones suffering, and they living deliciously. Boy, that's a hard pill to swallow right there, boy. Oh, that's a hard pill to swallow right there, boy. Let me open up this window and show y'all this. I want to say salute to the mighty nation of Israel, boy. The mighty nation of Israel. In these last days, things are being exposed. And it's a beautiful feeling. Let's go ahead and listen to this little Jewish man right here. He got a big old smile on his face too, but his eyes cross when he talk. That's why I'm telling you, like, they just look strange to KJ. I ain't know if that boy was looking at the man he was talking to or looking at the ceiling. Boy, eyes just going everywhere. He better not ever get no fight and throw a punch. He missing everything. All right, here we go, family. Check this out. Now, y'all know they always talking about Donald Trump is Messiah. He Messiah. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Let's get it. All right, here we go, family.
Put your
Interesting.
mic up.
I was visiting.
Look how that man look. Look at that man's face. That man don't look strange to y'all. Look.
Put your mic
Interesting.
up.
I was visiting Jonathan in his Jewish voice, so I went to the Jewish deli, and of course we had the discussion on Trump. You asked, and I asked them, who is Trump to you? And you know what they said? Trump is our new Messiah. Actually, they want to believe that Trump is the Messiah. What I think is happening here is God using Donald Trump to hasten the coming of the Lord. This is really what is happening here. And we need to be stay tuned because he's lining up with Israel right now in a major way.
We got to play that one more time. Just look at the man's face. The man just looked deranged, strange, and out of his brain. Donald Trump is not providing anything that is prophetic when it comes to y'all. There is no scriptures in the Bible of any deliverance, any covenants, any promises. You are not the people you are not fulfilling anything but Revelations 2:9 and Revelations 3:9. You are indeed the synagogue of Satan. So you are waiting on Messiah. It is the man of sin. He's going to sit in the temple that y'all are going to build, and he's going to take away your daily sacrifice, and you are going to go into great tribulation, and the Lord is going to destroy you. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So that big old smile on your face that Donald Trump is your Messiah, you have no idea that the Lord then set up Donald Trump and gave America just how America behaved and gave America a foolish man, a base man to run this country, just like Obama. Oh, K. Judah, Obama, a black man, so he's still a basis of men. All your presidents are bases of men. And we're going to get to what bases of men mean. Let's play this one. They don't even believe him. Look how they looking at that man. They looking at this man like, man, if you don't stop. But in his mind, he believed, and the Jewish people, that Donald Trump is fulfilling some kind of prophecy that I can't read in the Bible. All I can read about these people is Revelations 2:9 and 3:9, and that the children of Japhet shall dwell in the tents of Shem. Now you understand why they dwelling down there in that land that belonged to us. And like I told y'all before, I didn't show you the geography. That is not all the inheritance that belong to the 12 tribes of Israel. They carved out the state of Israel and left the rest of the land out. And y'all know the Lord won't let them dwell in all the inheritance now. But he allowed them to go down there and propagate a fraud to the whole world, talking about they the children of God. Watch when I get to this Tammuz. Oh, we gonna see if y'all the children of God, because y'all the synagogue of Satan, what I'm about to read. Let's play this one more time for the people in the back. Watch his eyes, y'all. Is he looking at them or he looking at somebody else? The boy eyes is going everywhere. Just look at this boy eye.
Put your mic
Interesting.
up.
I was visiting Jonathan in his Jewish voice, so I went to the Jewish deli, and of course we had the discussion on Trump. You asked, and I asked them, who is Trump to you? And you know what they said? Trump is our new Messiah. Actually, they want to believe that Trump is the Messiah. What I think is happening here is God using Donald Trump to hasten the coming of the Lord. This is really what is happening here. And we need to be stay tuned because he's lining up with Israel right now in a major way.
Now we know that Donald Trump is not fulfilling no prophecies in the Bible. I lie to you not. If there was some scriptures I could read in the Bible, I'll read it to y'all. There is no scripture in the Bible that I can read that the Revelation 2-9ers and 3-9ers, they not fulfilling nothing, but that they are the synagogue of Hashatan. So you got to ask yourself, if the Bible say, I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews, you're not claiming to be Jews, Israel. Most of our people don't know their nationality right now. You don't worship in synagogues. You go to churches, not synagogues. So who is this people that he's saying they are the synagogue of Satan? And I know where Satan's seat is. This ain't you, family. The Lord never called you the synagogue of Satan. So who is he talking about? How the world can't understand this? You know what? The world do understand this. It's just that they have the complexion for protection. Y'all don't think that all this history bear witness that these are not the people of God? These are not the children of God, and the world still acts stupid? Let's go to Donald Trump, because remember, he just said that Donald Trump is Messiah, Mashiach. Let's listen to what Donald Trump said out of his own mouth. Then I'm going to get a few scriptures so I can prove to you that Donald Trump is no different than all your presidents. He is the basis of men. So the Lord give you, America, a leader that's just like you. So while y'all thought that Donald Trump was about to make America great again, Donald Trump is going to destroy America. And America is going to fall just like Rome. How did Rome fall? They fell from within. They was arguing and fussing and fighting, just like you politicians doing. And Donald Trump is going to bring America to his knees. He already doing it right now before your eyes. You white people thought America was about to be made great again, right? Donald Trump is stripping you of everything. This not affecting Black America. This affecting white America. Because you the one got high hopes for this place, not us. We just want to go home, long home. Y'all got faith in Donald Trump, not us. We got faith in our Mashiach, the Hamashiach. We got faith in the Hamashiach. We worship and praise the Most High Yah. Y'all praise and worship Donald Trump. That's why you just said he is the Messiah. Let me show you what Donald Trump said. Here we go. Donald Trump have no idea that he's right when he made this statement. You are being used. You just don't know it. You think you're doing something on your own, but you are being dictated. You don't make no decisions. I'm going to show y'all what the Bible say. Check this out.
Taking America into a recession, is it worth it? And do Americans need to back that up?
The fake news, of which many of you are members, is trying to convince the public to have a recession. Let's have a recession. The United States is doing phenomenally well. But one thing I have to do is economically take on China, because China has been ripping us off for many years. President Clinton, President Bush, and President Obama and others should have done this long before me. My life would be much easier, although I enjoy doing it, but my life would be much easier if I just said, let China continue to rip off the United States, all right? It'd be much easier, but I can't do that. We are winning against China. They've lost 2.5 million jobs in a very short period of time. They want to make a deal. It's got to be a deal that's good for the United States. Where they want to make a deal, probably we will make a deal. But if I didn't do that, and I'm not doing this, somebody said it's Trump's trade war. This isn't my trade war. This is a trade war that should have taken place a long time ago by a lot of other presidents. Over the last 5 or 6 years, China's made $500 billion. 500 billion, ripped it out of the United States. And not only that, if you take a look, intellectual property theft, add that to it, and add a lot of other things to it. So somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one.
Did y'all go back a little bit, KJ? Hold on, listen now. I'm about to get some scriptures, man.
The chosen one.
Donald Trump said, I am the chosen one. He have no idea what he chosen for. Donald Trump really believe he's in control, family. Donald Trump really believe he's the one making these decisions. Donald Trump have no idea that he's being dictated, strings pulled by the Most High Yah and Yahshua HaMashiach. Let me show y'all that every leader, every king, every president, don't matter who it is, the Lord is the one that dictate and orchestrate how things gonna play out. I just want to hear that one more time. The man is so arrogant and pompous, beat on his chest. I. All you ever hear Trump say is I did this. I am the one. I will bring America back. I. This man ain't doing nothing but what the Lord put into his mind to do.
Somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one.
Stop right there. Okay, let's get out of here. I want to read something to y'all. Check this out. He's the chosen one, right? Okay. Let's go, family. To the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1. Proverbs. Go and get that Bible with your brother. Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1. Watch this. This whole system is about to receive heartache and pain. What you have given to the children of Israel, you will receive double. Every plague you have given to the children of Israel, you will receive that double. I see white people on TikTok crying, men and women, talking about Donald Trump lied to us. Donald Trump is not going to make America great again. I don't know why I voted for Donald Trump. Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I voted for him. Nobody is more delusional than white America. And y'all have to remember this. White America is always looking for a leader that can come and give them the talking points that they talk about every day within the walls of their homes. See, white America don't mind other people being oppressed. White America don't mind other people not having jobs, not having food stamps, not having Medicaid. See, white people didn't want black people to get insurance. So now look at the insurance market. Because they didn't want us to get it. Look at it today. They didn't want us to get food stamps. Look at it today. Now Donald Trump taking food stamps from them. Well, they gave it back to you because it's Thanksgiving. And they're going to give it to you for Christmas because they trying to make some money for the economy. They didn't give you the stamps back because they wanted to. They make more money on Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, yeah, they're going to give it back to you. You don't think he's going to take it again? If it was that easy to take it, he going to take it again. He took away the DEI. White women was affected. Affirmative action. All y'all have been affected by the things that you thought was going to affect black people, which is black America. And look at y'all. Y'all are the ones crying on videos, not us. We're sitting back, getting our minds right, staying out of politics, staying out of white folk business, and worrying about black American business. What's going on in America is not affecting black America. Now white people are so desperate in America, they making videos lying, saying that black Americans saying they want to destroy and kill white people. Now go show me one video with black Americans saying that. All you people do is lie. And you're crashing out. But this is the country full of a cesspool of wickedness, and your president is just like the country. So don't get mad now and get to crying because your country is being destroyed by a base man. Get to it, KJ. Proverbs 21. and verse 1. Donald Trump, you're not running nothing. Let me show you. Proverbs 21 and verse 1. The king's heart, meaning his mind. The king's heart, meaning his mind. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Donald Trump's mind is in the hand of Yahshua HaMashiach and the Most High Yah. And as the rivers of water, he turned Donald Trump whithersoever he will. So much for making America great again, white America. Donald Trump not making this place great for you. Lord, the Lord is using Donald Trump to bring y'all to y'all knees. He give you a leader how you are. And let's keep it real. White America, y'all talk about everybody else. You are the moral authority. You are the authority on morality. How a person should live. Look at you. Go look in the mirror and look at y'all. You are not the moral authority. Nobody listen to y'all, man, when it comes to any morality. So your president, his heart, meaning his mind, is in the hand of the Lord. And he turned Donald Trump whithersoever he will. So all that I am the chosen, yes, you are. Just like Nebuchadnezzar was chosen. He was the servant of the Lord. And when he got puffed up, the Lord brought him to his knees and made him eat like an animal for 7 years because he didn't know his place. Just like white America, you don't know your place. You always talking about God, Jesus. How you believe in a Jesus and look how you treat your fellow man? How you believe in a Jesus and look how y'all treat black Americans? Boy, y'all sure got the love of Jesus in y'all. Y'all are hateful and y'all talking about Jesus. Jesus was a compassionate and loving man, right? And that's what y'all say. So why you don't walk like Jesus and have compassion? You know why? Because your Jesus is white supremacy. And your Jesus have emboldened you and empowered you to believe that you can treat other people like nothing because Jesus white. And if Jesus white, God is white. And if God is white, the angels are white. And we don't have to respect other people because our God, which is C.J. Boy Jail, a murderer, a rapist, who poison people, that's your God, which is the devil. So no, you don't have to respect other people because your God don't respect other people, which is Hashatan. So much for Jesus. So much for the love of Jesus. But the Jesus that y'all think y'all talking about and the one in the scriptures, man, he coming back and he gonna destroy y'all. Thank you, Lord, that I'm not a Gentile. Thank you, Father, that you made me an Israelite. Because what's coming to y'all, he said he gonna bring things on you you ain't never heard of. And it ain't just in America. We talking this worldwide system because Babylon, Mystery Babylon, is a system, a worldwide system. Everybody just focus on America. No, Babylon is a system. And just like Rome fell, America gonna fall because America is nothing but an extension of Rome and Great Britain and Egypt. And she gonna fall like Egypt. She gonna get a death blow like Rome. She ain't nothing but Sodom and Gomorrah. And she is soon to be destroyed, this daughter of Babylon and Mystery Babylon the Great, this worldwide system. Let me show you something else. Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 21, because we got to find out who is this base man. Let me show you that the Lord is the one dictating everything. Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 21. Then I'm going to get back to what we're talking about. The book of Daniel. That's why look, our people are in America. So I pray for my people in America. I don't pray for America. I pray for my people in America. How I'm going to pray for America and I'm trying to go home? Y'all not tired? I'm praying for what David said in the Bible, which is really Yahshua speaking through David, which is prophetic. He say, don't let me close my eyes till I see my enemies fall. We can't be afraid to pray these type of prayers. Don't let me close my eyes, Lord. Don't let me die. Please don't let me die in vain. Let me see my enemies fall. Y'all remember what the Bible say, that everybody clap their hands. When Jerusalem fell, everybody was happy. We talking about the Ammonites. We talking about the Moabites. We talking about the Edomites. We talking about the heathens. The Bible say when Jerusalem fell, the world, everybody was clapping. They was hissing. They was wagging their head. Is this the city that men call the beauty of the earth? And Esau is the top dog, helping the enemy destroy his brother. Daniel chapter 2. And verse 21. Daniel chapter 2 and verse 21. And it reads, he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and set it up kings. He removeth kings and set it up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. Did you hear what Daniel just said? Daniel is interpreting Nebuchadnezzar's dream. And he told Nebuchadnezzar, he set it up kings, he bring down kings. He set up kings, he bring down kings. The Lord is in control, Donald Trump. The Lord is in control, Donald Trump. Let's get one more. Let me show y'all he's a base man. This is Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. And I'm going to read what is a base man. It's going to blow your mind. What is a base man? This is Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. The book of Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. What is a base man? Let's see. Let's see what a base man is. Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. And it reads, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the bases of men, and set it up over it the basis of men. He set up over these kingdoms the basis of men. What do you mean, KJ? What is the basis of men, brother? Let me show y'all. Let me open up my window. And I'm going to show you right now. What is the basis of men? Let's see. Right here. Y'all see this? Do y'all see this with y'all eyes? Let me read this for the family. What is the basis of men? The basis of men, Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. The basis of men is arrogant, murderous, idolatrous. Nebuchadnezzar was certainly among the bases of men. Yet God made him king over the mightiest kingdom of his age to accomplish his will in judging his own nation, right? Watch this. The same seem often true today. When kings and presidents often are immoral and wicked, in a sense, God gives a nation the kind of leader its people deserve. Knowledge. Woo! What kind of leader did the Lord give America? Donald Trump. Why, KJ? Because he's in more. He's wicked. He's vile. He just grabbed women by the vajayjay. A narcissist, just like America. So as the leader is, so is the people. Knowledge. So now do you understand what the basis of men mean? It means men of no morality, arrogant men, wicked men, murderous men, idolatrous men. Donald Trump, he praised his own self too much. He really believe he doing something, family. He don't know his heart is in the hands of the Lord, meaning his mind. And the Lord is going to turn Donald Trump to fulfill his will, and he don't even know it. He think it's him, talking about, I am the chosen. He is chosen. Just like Nebuchadnezzar was chosen. Just like Cyrus and Darius was chosen. Just like Xerxes was chosen. Just like the Assyrians was chosen. And guess what the Lord did to them all? He brought them all down to their knees, till they acknowledge that the Lord ruled in the kingdom of men. Go ask Nebuchadnezzar, after coming from eating like an animal, what he said. He said, there is none other than the God of Israel who ruled in the kingdom of men. I understand now. I got to watch my mouth. I understand now. I need to watch my tongue. I understand now that, boy, the Lord do what he want to do. And he the one set me up and put me on the throne, and he can take me off the throne. So I'm going to watch my mouth next time. Oh, yeah. I give you all the praise, honor, and glory. He watched his mouth after coming from eating like an animal for 7 years. I'm talking 7 years. Let's go ahead and finish this up. It say, in a sense, God gives a nation the kind of leader its people deserve, now and again, in response to repentance and confessions. By at least some of his people, God provides a godly leader to lead his nation back to God. Now, we don't got no leaders right now. Our leader is the Hamashiach, and he done already showed us the way. We don't need nobody. He showed us the way. Guess what we got to do? Read the book. Now, do the Lord give us teachers to guide us and lead us into all righteousness and truth? Absolutely. But I'm telling you, the Lord done already gave the blueprint. So we don't need nobody ruling over us and reigning over us, because the Yahshua HaMashiach is our leader. The Most High Yah is whom we praise. We give honor, glory, and praise to our Father and reverence. And we also acknowledge his son, the future king of Israel. So I'm showing you that the basis of men is Obama, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, all your presidents, Bill Clinton. We can keep going back. All your president is the basis of men. And the Lord set them over the kingdom just like the people are. He give you a leader just like the people. So I just wanted to read this to y'all to show you that Donald Trump is no different than any president, any king. He's just like them, and the Lord is going to use him the same way he used many, whether that's today or in the ancient times. He's going to use Donald Trump to fulfill his will. And I'm telling y'all, Donald Trump is going to destroy America. He's going to bring it to his knees. You go look at TikTok. You see all the videos right now. White America is losing their mind. But y'all remember, they chose this leader, but they really didn't choose him. God chose Donald Trump. Your vote did not get him in office. The Lord turned Donald Trump whithersoever he will, and put into the mind of man to set up over America the kind of leader that it deserves, which is Donald Trump. Donald Trump, fam. Let's get out of here. Okay, now watch this. We done with that right there. We done with that. Now, I done dealt with Donald Trump, but I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Now it's about to get even more deeper. Some of these things you didn't heard already, but we still got to deal with them, right? Now, I want y'all to listen very closely. We got to deal with the people, the Jewish people. I'm so sick and tired of this world acting like they are dumb, acting like they don't understand, acting like they have no knowledge. Do not believe that these people do not know you are the people of this book. They just won't acknowledge it. They know it. They know it, family. The world know it. They just won't acknowledge it because they cannot fathom, they cannot perceive that, oh my Lord, the children of the slaves are the children of this book. We are in trouble. So it's like in the Matrix when he took that pill and he said, put me back to sleep. That's white America. That's the rest of the world. They want to stay asleep. You know why? Because with what has happened to you, there's a recompense attached to what they have done. There is no recompense attached to the Jewish people. Nobody's going to get punished for them going to war with the Palestinians. Nobody's going to be destroyed for them going to war and fighting over Gaza and Ashdod and Ekron and all those places that the Philistines used to live in. But now a bastard is dwelling in Ashdod. Who is this bastard? The Jewish man. He is the bastard that is dwelling in Ashdod, and they fighting over Gaza. And did you know that Gaza was given to Judah? Did y'all know that? That Gaza was given to Judah. A lot of people don't know that. So they even fighting over land that is the inheritance of the tribe of Yehudah. And they all fighting over land that don't belong to them, family. Do y'all see what the Lord is doing in these last days on your behalf, Israel? He's bringing all nations to his knees, and they are fighting one another. They threaten one another. Y'all think they have these rockets and missiles for nothing? These are not friends because they do business together. That doesn't mean anything. These nations don't like each other. That's why they put tariffs on each other. Soon as they get in their feelings, they put tariffs on each other. And it all affects all their economies. But guess what? They all have rockets and missiles, and they gonna shoot them. When the Lord say, shoot them, they gonna shoot them. And guess where you gonna be going? He gonna bring you through the fire. Hallelujah. He gonna bring you through the fire. Then the world gonna know, oh my God, there go the real children of Israel. We going with you. 10 men gonna grab the skirt of him that is a Jew saying, we going with you. We have heard that the Lord is with y'all. Well, we've been trying to tell y'all, goofy, you goofballs. But nobody wanted to believe us. Because when a Negro speak, nobody listen. But if somebody else tell you the same thing that we saying, then everybody listen. Let's go, family. And let me show y'all this. I want y'all to listen to this man right here, bro. This man is going to say he going to let us in our own nationality. Listen to this. Let me stop this right quick. Hold on. I want y'all to listen to this. This man is going to let us in our own nationality. Listen to this man, dog. The arrogance of these Jewish people is just diabolical. Listen to what this Jewish man about to say, family. The Lord have allowed these people to perpetrate a fraud in the face of all the world. The Lord have allowed the children of Japhet, because a lot of these people come from Europe. That's why they call them Indo-European Jews. Have you ever asked yourself why they just don't call themselves Israelites? Why they just don't call themselves by their tribe name? Why they call themselves the Indo-European Jews? You know why? Because they come from Europe, family. That's what the Lord gave Japhet in the book of Jubilees. He gave them all the north region, by the Caspian Sea, by the Black Sea. That's why when you go read the Scythians, shout out to my brother Timothy Jacobs. When you read about the Scythians, we talking about Russia now. That's why you got to go look up the biblical names, and then you're going to find out what they call themselves today. Like when you deal with the Khazarian, this was a Turkish stock. You see what I'm saying? You got your Ashkenazi Jews. So when you go look at Gomer, Tubal, Meshach, and all these people, they all come from Europe, family, from the north region. All Japhet children. So these are the ones claiming your identity. All Japhet's children. And then you got Esau perpetrating the fraud. If you don't believe KJ, go get a book written by a black woman her name is called Ella J. Hughes. Ella J. Hughes, she wrote a book called The Black Biblical Hebrew Israelites, and she proved in the book there is two types of Jews today. You got the Edomites and you got the Ashkenazi and the Khazarians. They are claiming your identity. That's why if you go get old maps today, you won't find Idumea on the map. He removed his name. Why, KJ? Because he claiming your name. In order to claim your name, don't he got to move his name? So that's what Esau did. I said Idumea. Yeah, you will find Esau, a Petra, a Teman. You won't find Idumea because he removed his name from the map, so nobody won't identify him and know who he is. So he's claiming the identity of his brother Jacob, and that's all he ever wanted. Was the inheritance. That's all Esau ever wanted was the inheritance, because he feel like he was tricked out of the birthright, even though he sold the birthright, but he act like he was tricked. Listen to this man right here, man.
At 1 p.m. Eastern Time today and at 8 p.m. Israel time, we'll be premiering the recording of the webinar that we held last week on the topic of Black Jews, their place in history. The impetus for this video, which was moderated discussion, moderated by Mordechai Ben Avram, between the hip-hop star Nissim Black and myself, had to do with a conversation that Mr. Black and I had a few weeks prior to the event, with all of the tumult that's going on in American history and a lot of the messages that both he and I get for different reasons on our social media platforms. He suggested that we get together and we do something meaningful, we hope, to kind of promote the emplacement of Black Jews in the larger arc of Jewish history.
Did y'all not just hear that? When I heard that, I was so disgusted. Did y'all hear what this man just said? I catch everything. Did you just hear this man? They having a discussion on the emplacement of our identity in the larger Jewish scale. So they're going to try to bring us into Judaism on a larger scale. Our true identity, they're going to place us inside of Judaism when we the real people of the book. Do you see the arrogance? That's why when I hear people say we should show love to all people, I'm not showing love to no synagogue of Satan. Everybody got a right to do what they want. KJ is a thinking man, and I think for myself. Nobody could dictate my mind but Yah and Yahshua. I don't go with the status quo. I don't go with the status quo. I'm not going to speak what people want me to say. I'm not going to speak to make people feel good. I'm not praying for no synagogue of Satan. I'm not praying for the state of Israel. I pray for my brothers and sisters in Dimona. I pray for my brothers and sisters in Yemen. I pray for my brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa. I pray for my stock. I don't pray for no synagogue of Satan. I'm not praying for no state of Israel. I'm praying for the destruction of the state of Israel, because they liars, they stole our identity, and they the synagogue of the children of the devil. This man gonna say we having a discussion on the emplacement on how we can bring the Black Jews into the wider range of Judaism. Man, please. We don't want to be a part of your religion. We didn't have enough of religion, sir. Now y'all see they starting to have the discussion, right? Because they can't hide this truth no more. Now they having panels and discussion, but they so arrogant, they gonna interject us, our identity, into their religion. Make it make sense, family. Let me go back a little bit. Listen to this again. The man just sounds foolish, man.
Jews in the larger arc of Jewish history. Something meaningful, we hope, to kind of promote the emplacement of Black Jews in the larger arc of Jewish history. And I think we had a really useful conversation. I think it's valuable. And I would like to invite you to join us today on the link that I provided in this video below. I want to also let you know that I personally get a tremendous amount of anti-Semitic heat on this topic in particular. So if you're able to join us today at 1 o'clock, especially for the live chat elements that I hope to participate in, please do, and add a little bit of light.
Oh boy, they get on my nerves with that anti-Semitic word, man. Because he who controls the media controls the narrative. He who controls imagery can paint the picture how he wants. He who controls the media controls the narrative. So by them controlling the media, all they got to do is put out a story that the black Israelites, so-called, because we ain't no black Israelites, but I'm just going by what they say. The black Jews, the black Israelites, they are anti-Semitic, and then everybody hear it, and because you repeat it so much, everybody starts saying that the black Israelites are anti-Semitic. These are the children of the devil, family. Be bold enough to call it out. These are the synagogue of Satan. So how you not going to call them the devil? I'm going by what the Lord say, family. If these people stole your identity, how you going to pray for them? If these people that carved out and created a state with part of your inheritance, how you going to pray for this? How you going to bless this? Man, you should pray and ask the Lord to destroy this. We trying to go home. I want to see the destruction of my enemies. They clapped and shook their head when we was being destroyed. But now since we praying and asking for the Lord to recompense our enemies for all the wickedness they have done to Jacob, now the world saying, where's the compassion, KJ? You shouldn't be saying that, KJ. You should ask the Lord to have mercy and show love. But nobody asked the Lord to have mercy on Jacob. Nobody pitied Jacob. Nobody had compassion on Jacob. You used to take a knife and go inside of a black woman's stomach. And when that baby came out, you stomped on the head. That's why the Lord said he had to control you, heathen, because your ways is so wicked that he had to control you and hold you to a certain measure. Because if it wasn't for that, you would go full-blown crazy on Jacob. And that's why the Lord say you for the affliction. See, heathen, I don't blame you for me going into slavery. I don't blame you for my condition, but I blame you for forwarding the affliction. You went overboard, heathen. Now you got a recompense coming your way. If you would have never went overboard and would have just knocked us upside the head just a little bit, because the Lord said, I was a little bit angry with my people, but you helped for the affliction. They mean you went overboard. You fed babies to alligators, man. Are you crazy? Are you Pharaoh? Because Pharaoh was throwing little Israelite babies in the Nile. And we know about the Nile, big old crocodiles. I even got some documentation. They called it the Nile of the crocodiles. And y'all was casting little babies in these waters, wrapping the rope around their torso. And as soon as they go in that water, they say them alligators was on them babies. You showed no pity. You had no compassion. You mocked the children of Jacob because of our condition. And guess what? We deserve it. Don't get me wrong. That's why I don't complain about my condition. I take full responsibility of my punishment. And I'm also taking full responsibility on the way I walk today. And I'm trying my best to walk in righteousness. I'm trying my best to walk in righteousness. And guess what? I pray for your demise. Other people may pray for you, not KJ. I pray for the destruction of all our enemies, because the Bible says we have enemies, and I pray for the destruction of these enemies. And I say that prayer in righteousness. It's not emotional. I'm not just concocting up something. No, this is according to scriptures. I pray for the downfall of my enemies. So did y'all hear what this man said? That they're going to bring us into the wider range of Judaism. We don't want to be a part of that. We know who we are. We don't need you to have a discussion or a panel on our identity. We don't need you to tell us what we're going to be accepted in and what we can't be accepted in, sir. This is our identity. I was born as an Israelite. It's in my DNA. So I don't need to be brought into the whole overall range of Judaism, sir. Let's get out of here, man. Now, the question has to be asked. Why do America have a love affair with the Jewish people? Let me ask that again. Why do America have a love affair with the Jewish people? And then I'm going to show you what they said about their own people. So I want you to watch one more video before I move forward. Okay, we're gonna watch one more, and then I'm about. No, matter of fact, hey, just rock with me, y'all. Just rock with me. I don't want to rush this thing. Just rock with me. Let me show y'all this. Listen to this right here. These people just look strange, family. Like they look strange. They don't look like normal people, man. They look strange. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here we go, family. Check this out. Here we go.
Human being, he will be present. Number one, Mashiach will be born of a man and woman, contrary to some.
Did y'all hear that? The Mashiach will be born of an actual man and woman. That's not biblical, but let's just let him rock out.
10 qualities that we know about Mashiach that we can say for sure that these will be present. Number one, Mashiach will be born of a man and woman, contrary to some man and a woman. Will not be a immaculate conception. They'll be born to a man and a woman, a binary relationship, man and woman conceiving a human being. A human being. He will be, and it will be a man, and there's reasons for that. We have nothing against women. We love women. And the King Solomon himself says, Eishes chayla teres bala, that a good woman is the crown on top of the husband's head, which means really we see women as even greater than men. All the women watching this right now are going to be like, I knew it. So it's true, yes, the Torah corroborates your feelings that women are higher than men. Yes. And it's not this male chauvinistic idea. It's to the contrary. It's the greatest love and respect for women that could ever be. They're the crown jewel of creation. They're in many ways more perfected than men, as we're going to speak about more. So Mashiach will be, however, for this component of the messianic unfolding, Mashiach will be a man. It will not just be an era. It will not just be a concept, which some have suggested that there's a messianic consciousness, but it won't be a person. Mashiach will be a human being. A person like you and I, excuse me for saying, has to go to the bathroom, has bodily needs, will be a human being, has to eat food, unlike.
Did Adam and Eve have a mama and daddy? Every time somebody argue with y'all, brother KJ, I hit them with, did Adam and Eve have a mama and daddy? And the whole room get quiet when I'm talking. I tell y'all no lie. Everybody tell me, man, there's no way that Christ could be born without a man and a woman. And I asked them, Adam and Eve didn't have a mama and a daddy, and the room get quiet. Adam and Eve did not have a mama and a daddy, and the Lord still pulled the man out the dirt. So you don't think he have the power for the Holy Spirit to overshadow Mary? And you got people with a sick mind talking about the Holy Ghost, which is blasphemy, laid down with Mary and brought forth Christ. Or they may say that Joseph and Mary actually had relations, even though Mary told the angel, how can this be, seeing I know not a man? And the angel come back and say, the Holy Ghost will overshadow you. This woman say, I don't know a man. How am I get pregnant? The angel said, the Holy Spirit or Holy Ghost will overshadow you, and the power of the highest will come upon you. And these people believe that the Most High don't have the power to put forth Yahshua in the womb of Mary, because all Yahshua needed was a vehicle. Y'all got to remember, Yahshua was before Mary. He was before Joseph. He created them. He just needed Mary as a vehicle just to bypass and come into the world. So he was a human being like us, flesh and blood like us. But Joseph and Mary did not have sex, man. It's so sad that we got to keep going over this when this woman is saying out of her own mouth, I did not know a man. And if Joseph laid down with Mary, critical thinking, why would you need to put away a woman that you laid down with? Why do the angel need to come to you and say, Joseph, the holy thing that is in Mary is of the Holy Ghost. Don't be afraid to take Mary of your wife. I thought Joseph laid down with her. Why the angel need to tell Joseph all this if he the one laid down with Mary? It wouldn't need to be no conversation, right? But there is conversation because Joseph is looking at a pregnant stomach and he can't believe what he see. And he want to put her away privately because he was a righteous man. He don't want to make her a public spectacle. This is common sense. So what this man just said, and do this man look like the chosen people? Like my beloved twin sister August Dream just said, do this look like the chosen people to y'all? Do this man look chosen to y'all? Look at these people, y'all. These are Indo-European people, man. Come on now. This ain't no Israelite. That's why they call themselves Israeli. They know they better not utter Israelite out their mouth. That's why they say Jews. We was never called no Jews, family. So all this stuff that y'all hearing and seeing, this is not the people of the Lord, family. And the world is finding this out in 2025. That these people are Indo-European Jews that come from Europe. Through the Balfour Declaration and the British Mandate and the League of Nations gave these people a state when they already had a homeland. They already had a homeland, family. But they wanted their behind out of Germany. So because they wanted them out of Germany, they made a declaration to give them a state in Palestine called the State of Israel. Have you ever noticed why it's not just called Israel? Why is it called a state of Israel? Because it's created. And they are created people with a created state with created lies. So I don't want you to listen to all this. I just wanted you to hear that part. That this man said that Yahshua will be born of a man and woman, but he didn't read one scripture. What scripture did he just quote that from? You got to pay attention to everything a person's saying when it comes biblical, because people just do a lot of talking. But if somebody would have asked him, can you read that in the Bible, what you just said? He would have started laughing and say, well, where it's right there. No, read it though. I don't need to read it. No, you do need to read it. You just say it's in the Bible, so read it. It's not in the Bible, family. It's not in the Bible. So let's go ahead and get out of here. I just wanted y'all to hear that. He don't know what he's talking about. Now let me show y'all this, and then I'm gonna get to some other documentation. I want y'all to see this. Right? Where is it? Right here. And then I'm going to get to some documentation. Then, hey, I'm going to be done. We're going to get up out of here. Now, I want y'all to check this out right here. Listen to this, family. And I'm about to read some documentation to you. Okay, here we go. Check this out. Now, y'all remember we got kicked out the land in 7 AD, right? Okay. Check this out. Let me show y'all how these people tell lies, man. Watch this.
And what's in your hand again? So this is the red heifer ash that came from the July 1st ceremony of the red heifer. There were those that said that the cow we used got bit by a dog. They had to take that back because that wasn't true. And there were those that said it was a white cow. They had to take that back because that wasn't true. There were those that said it wasn't a pure cow. It was the purest we had there. And the Cohen was pure. And it produced these ashes for the first time in 2,000 years. We have the ashes.
We have an update on the red heifer ceremony that took place on July 1st. Those involved are saying that it was done accurately and according to the purification standards. Information has come out indicating that the Temple Institute made false claims to cover up exactly what the ceremony was. This has led to those involved with the Temple Institute to make public statements saying that they were given false information to spread about this event. Those at the ceremony are claiming that it was a genuine ceremony and that the ashes that were collected are enough to purify 1 billion people. There's also claims that the ashes were recently used to heal people. Byron Stenson, the man who helped get the red heifers to Israel and is saying that it was a real ceremony, is also about to travel to Papua New Guinea to try to acquire the gold that will be necessary to build the third temple. On September 18th, Byron Stenson went on a San Antonio news station to talk about this ceremony that took place, which he was at, and he says that it was a genuine ceremony.
So that ceremony just happened in July, right?
July 1st.
And this is the first ceremony ever in 2,000 years.
Right. It has to, the wood has to be a certain kind of wood. There has, we didn't know for sure when we did the ceremony, or will you have enough wood?
We're not going to play all this. Watch this. Let me show y'all. This is why it's good to read history. Watch this. These people are liars, boy. These people are liars, man. I'm talking about some of the worst kind of liars ever. Check this out. This is real documentation right here. Watch this. Now, y'all remember, he just said that over 2,000 years ago, this never happened, right? Watch this. It say The Ashes of the Red Heifer by Don K. Princeton. It say newspapers around the world have reported the excitement created in March of this year by the birth of a red heifer, born on a farm near Haifa, Israel. This heifer, inspected and approved by 25 rabbinic experts, is now the focus of intense interest and controversy. According to the Jewish sources, no flawless red heifer, listen again, no flawless red heifer has been born in Israel since the fall of Jerusalem in 70 AD. When was you kicked out the land? In 70 AD, family. So they just told you no flawless red heifer have been born in that land since 70 AD. And the reason why no flawless red heifer has been born, because the real people got kicked out the land. They just told on themselves, family. Here you go. They just told you they just told on themselves. Why they can't get a red heifer? Why a flawless red heifer can't be born to them since 70 AD? Because that's when the real Israelites was kicked out the land, family. Let me keep going. It say no flawless red heifer has been born in Israel since the fall of 70 AD. One Jewish activist said we have been waiting 2,000 years for a sign from God, and he's not going to get them a sign because it just told you no flawless red heifer have been born since 70 AD. And now he has provided us with a red heifer. The calf is thus viewed as a sign of imminent coming of the Messiah and reestablishment of the temple with his sacrificial system. Millennial Christian groups, on the other hand, see the birth of the calf as a sign of the second coming of Jesus to establish the kingdom and millennial reign. I'm being honest with y'all. These people are waiting on Jesus, right? Who they call Jesus. When this man cracked these skies and the world see this black man looking like us, this world is going to go in a panic. When the world see the Messiah, the Hamashiach, with locks, white woolly hair, white woolly beard on his face, the world is about to go in a panic. So I wanted to read this to y'all because they sitting up here looking for a flawless red heifer, and one has not been born since 70 AD. That should tell you everything right there. I can close this down. We got kicked out the land in 70 AD, and that's why they can't find a flawless red heifer, because they are not the people of the book. If they was the people of the book, the Lord would give you a red heifer. But you got to go get red heifers from Texas. You trying to go to San Antonio? You try to go all over the world to find you a red heifer, but if you're the people of the book, why one can't just be born in the land? Because you are not the people of the book. So I wanted to read that to y'all. So hold on. Let me show y'all this. Why I'm already got the window open. Okay, I want y'all to see this. Y'all see this right here? Do y'all see this? These are Egyptians, Libyans, and Nubians from the tomb of the commander-in-chief and pharaoh Hor-Em-Heb from 1330 to 1292 BC, the 18th dynasty. Look at the feature of these people. The Bible say that we was mistaken for Egyptians. Do it look like the Jewish people can be mistaken for Egyptians, y'all? This is a real relief. Look at the picture. Come on, man. Knock it off, people. Them Jewish people don't look like they can take no baby and hide the baby in Egypt. But they hid Christ in Egypt, though. Until the time of Herod, when he died. Because Yahshua looked like the children of the Egyptians, meaning that complexion. So he can hide among them where they wouldn't be able to find the child. But the Jewish people telling us that they were the ones in Egypt. That's what they said. Let me show you another picture while I got this window open. Check this out. It's the Egyptian art. An Egyptian art relief depicting a group of prisoners with Negroid features. Stop, KJ. You better stop it, KJ. With what type of features? With Negroid features. I thought they said that they was the ones in Egypt, though. But this just said these are prisoners with Negroid features. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Show them one more, KJ. Oh, this one about to blow y'all mind right here. Oh, my God. You better stop, KJ. Look at these black men. Look at these black men. What do it say, KJ? It's a reliefs of the Shalmaneser obelisk, part of the gift-bearing Israelites. Who? The gift-bearing Israelites delegation of King Jehu. The black obelisk, 1841 to 1840 BCE. It just said right here that these are Israelites. Look at these features of these men. These are Negroes. Say it again, KJ. These are Negroes, family. These ain't no Jewish. Do they look like Jewish people to y'all? These are Negroes. But they telling the world that they were the ones in Egypt. They telling the world that they was the one that God gave the covenant to and the promises. Talking about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is their forefathers. These people are diabolical, boy. They are liars. They come from Japhet, family. They don't come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They are Indo-European. They come from the Caucasus. They come from Khazaria. They come from Ukraine, Ashkenaz, Gomer, Javan, which are the Greeks, Meshach and Tubal, who was dwelling over there in Russia. These are these people, man. Do your research on the Scythians. Do your research on Turkey. And it's going to give you all you need to know, family. These are not the people of God. You are the people of the book. You are the chosen people. You are the people he made a covenant with. You are the people he gave the promises to and the giving of the law. You are the royal kingdom, a kingdom of priests. That's you. You got to tap back into it. Acknowledge who you are and do not let nobody defer you from who you are. You are the children of God, man. You are the apple of this man's eye. Why you think you being oppressed? Jewish people ain't being oppressed. They lying to the world talking about anti-Semitism. Ain't nobody oppressing no Jewish people. They the ones sitting up here bombing people and going to war with people, fighting over Gaza, bombing Palestinians, and then cry wolf to the world talking about anti-Semitic, anti-Semitism. They are the children of the devil. I'm going to keep saying it. They're the children of the devil. So if this is a obelisk of Shalmaneser, which we know Shalmaneser, who y'all think Shalmaneser was? We talking about the Assyrians, right? And that's why they got their stuff on their back, because they going into captivity. Do y'all see this? These are Negro features. These not no Jewish Indo-European features that I'm showing you. Now let me show y'all something. Do it look like these people could have hid in Europe? Look at these people. Do it look like these people can hide in Egypt? Do you not see these people, man? Knock it off, man. Come on now. They was in Egypt. They was in that hot sun, the one building the things for Ramses. They was the ones working in the sun, right? They got sun cancer in Israel right now. High rates of skin cancers. Can't even be in the sun. Whole back is boiling like a hot pot of water, and they gonna tell the world that they was in Egypt. Look at these people. These are the synagogue of the devil. Look how they dress. We didn't dress like this, y'all. We didn't wear no trench coats and no black hats. This is your Zionists. They control America. They control the world. They control the media. They control the entertainment world. They control Hollywood. They control the banks. But this the children of God, when the Bible told us we're going to be the tail and not the head. But these the children of God, right? Let me show you how much money America has given to Israel. But I thought they supposed to be the tail. Look at this. I want y'all to see this. Let me bring this in close. It say Israel is the largest cumulative recipient of U.S. aid since 1946. Now, I want you to look at this gold-looking part. This is the economics. They didn't gave Israel between 50 to $100 billion, and we just talking about an economic aid. Military aid, they didn't gave them over $300 billion since 1946, and this is the Israelites, right? These the chosen people of God. I thought Israel supposed to be the tail. Why is they receiving this type of money? But America keep telling the world that they broke. They don't got no money, but they got money to give them though. Because America is so brainwashed, they believe if you bless Israel, God gonna bless America, and it's the synagogue of Satan. So you got the synagogue of Satan in Israel, and you got the big synagogue of Satan in America. So two devils supporting each other. $300 billion, y'all, since 1946. Do y'all not see this, man? 300 billion, but they broke though. But they gonna take the food stamps from their own citizens. But Israel ain't struggling. They gonna always give the aid and the money and the economic and the military power to Israel, but they won't even allow their citizens to receive food stamps. They only gave it back to them because of Thanksgiving and Christmas. Because this is not a country. We are not citizens. We are slaves to the system. We work for the corporation. That's it, family. The Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, all these families, they control America. And a lot of them was, guess what? Zionists. These are the children of Hashatan. That's why the Bible put it in there for you. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So if the Lord called them Satan, don't be afraid to call them the synagogue of Satan. It's like our people, we get around people and we be afraid to speak our mind in the present, man. I wish my partner Jay was on this panel with me right now. He would tell you, I ain't scared to speak my mind in front of nobody. Whatever the conversation is, that's what I'm going to say in front of whoever's in the room. Because we don't got coward running through our blood. We got the truth running through our blood. And if a Jewish man is in the room, I'm going to say, man, y'all to send a gun to Satan. Be quiet. And you talking too much anyway in this room. You don't control nothing. Send a gun to the devil's children. Look at all this money, man. You can't make this stuff up. Now, they say they're the chosen people, right? Let me show y'all something. They say they're the chosen people, right? Let me ask y'all a good question. Do it look like the chosen people of God would be able to do these type of things right here? Where is it? Right here. Now, I bought a book that I read called Who is Esau? And within this book, they show the Talmud, right? Judaism from the Talmud. I want you to listen to what they say in their own book. And this is how you know these are the children of the devil. So on the left side, if y'all can see this, it say Judaism from the Talmud, right? Okay, here we go. They approves of sodomy. If one commits sodomy with a child of less than 9 years old, No guilt is incurred. Approve of child sacrifice to idols. He who gives of his seed to Molech incurs no punishment. Cursing parents is allowed. One who curses his parents isn't punished unless he curses them by divine name. Stupid, just dumb. They allow enchanting. It is permitted to consult by a charm the spirit of awe and eggs and make inclinations. Bestiality is condoned. Women having intercourse with a beast can marry a priest. The act is but a mere wound. Wickedness. Harlotry is lawful. A harlot's hire is permitted. For what the woman has received is legally a gift. Blasphemy. Blasphemy is allowed. One can revile the divine name if mentally applying it to some other object. One can revile the divine name if mentally applying it to some other object. You are not required to keep vows. One may declare every vow which I may make in the future should be null. Murder is condoned. If 10 men smote a man with 10 staffs and he died, they are exempt from punishment. This is from the Talmud, y'all. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. This the children of God, y'all. This is a synagogue of righteousness. This is a synagogue of morality. Is this the synagogue of morality? Or is this the synagogue of wickedness? This is actually from their book, family. I didn't make this up. This is actually in the Talmud. But they telling the world they're the children of God. And the world is brainwashed and believing the children of the devil. What else you want to show them, KJ? Okay, let me see. What else I got? Okay, I want to show y'all this map right here. I put a circle around it. This is where these people come from, family. Y'all see where it say Khazar? Look, let me bring it in. Y'all see that? Right by the Caucasus, family. This is where these people come from. They go to Caspian Sea, like I told y'all. Here go to Black Sea. Here go Khazar, Khazaria. This is where these people come from. By what, KJ? The Caucasus Mountain. These are not no Israelite, no Jews, no nothing. These are Indo-European children of Japhet. They stole your nationality, family. They claiming to be you. All nations got together to cut you off from being a people. And when the Lord kicked you out the land, kicked our fathers out the land in 70 AD, we were scattered to the Mediterranean world. We fled into Africa. And after we was dispersed and sold in slavery, that land was to be occupied. And the Palestinians and the Jewish people been fighting over land that don't belong to either of them. None of them belong in the land. None of them. So this is why the Lord told you that he's going to gather you, family. Gather you and place you back in your own land. Who gathered them? They didn't need to be gathered, right? It was the Balfour Declaration. It was a created state. So if this their homeland, why you got to create something if it belonged to them? Because it don't belong to them. That's why they had to put it in documentation. Because in their mind, if it's not documented, it didn't happen. So now the world believe that these are the real people of the land when they actually is saying out of their mouth, these are Indo-Europeans. Indo-Europeans who come from Europe. In the time of Jubilees, when the lands got dispersed, meaning Ham got his land on the continent of Africa. Japheth got his land all up and there in the north. What we talking about now, Asia Minor, Turkey and all that. And Shem received his land from the Indian Ocean to the Euphrates River to the Negev, which is the wilderness of Zin, Z-I-N, not S-I-N. All the way back around to east of the Jordan River, all the way back up to Mount Hermon, and all the way back down to Saudi Arabia, where the mountain of God is, which is called today Jabal el-Lawz. That's a whole lot of land, family. And then you got to remember to the river of Egypt, which is called the river Sahor, which is the Wali El Aresh. Look this stuff up. You're going to say, boy, that boy KJ one line. All I'm telling y'all is documented, family. It's documentation rule a nation. We've been lied to, family. The fraud and the perpetrating of these people have committed the worst act of all acts, which is stealing another man's identity and his land. But remember, they carved out a state. So when you look at the inheritance of the whole land of the children of Israel, it go way beyond the Mediterranean Sea where they say Israel at. That was the border of our land. That wasn't where the land actually was. It was a border to the Great Sea, right? Which is the Mediterranean Sea. This is knowledge, family. So that's why I'm telling y'all, it's so easy to debunk these people. But you even got our own people fighting against us, saying that these are the people of God. And I know they've been paid by the Zionists, because a lot of them have been in Israel. They didn't took the money. Now they come back to YouTube because they have a big channel, and their job is to debunk the Israelites, but it's not going to work, because I challenge any one of you Christians to come hit the link, and all you can use is the Bible, and we're going to have a sword swinging contest. No debate. I don't want to talk to you. I just want proof. And I guarantee you, you will see all these people tuck their tail. When you ask for proof, watch they tuck their tail. Because everybody just want to do this. Talk. I don't want to talk. Too much talking make my head hurt. We call it too much talking make it seem real. Too much talking make it seem real, family. Yeah, it sounds good, but can you provide proof? So all these Christians on these panels kicking against our nationality, kicking against this awakening, y'all don't want no smoke. Go sit down somewhere. You don't want no real smoke. Because you are becoming the enemy of Yah and the enemy of the children of Israel. And you put yourself in position to beg and fight for the synagogue of Satan. Boy, you are fighting for wickedness. You have condemned the just, and I'm not saying that, because boy, we've been a terrible people too. So don't get it twisted. I'm just saying, you have condemned the just, because the Lord look at us different than how we look at ourselves. The Lord say, when I see you, I want to just give you peace. I don't want to punish you. I don't want to do these things to you. When I look at Israel, I just want to give you peace, man. I want to give you prosperity. But boy, if y'all going to sin against me, I'm going to bust y'all head to the white meat. I'm going to bust y'all head to the white meat. You going to obey me. You gonna obey me. And boy, we obeying, boy, because boy, I got a big old dash in the back of my head. My white meat was showing when I was out there being rebellious. He wasn't playing with KJ. Got all kind of scars in the back of my head. Not from somebody hitting me in the head, though. It's just a metaphor. Who hit KJ in the head? So do y'all see, family? Hold on, we ain't done. Now remember, the man of sin, he's going to be revealed. And guess what? These Jewish people, they are going to create the daily sacrifice. They're going to start back sacrificing animals. And the Messiah that they think is their Messiah is going to be the man of sin, family. So when they telling y'all they waiting on Mashiach, but they condemn the righteousness of the one who died in the Bible, Yahshua, he's burning in hot excrement, but they waiting on Mashiach. They waiting on their God, which is the devil. They're not lying to y'all. They is waiting on their Messiah, the devil. Because that's who this man going to be incarnated into, the devil. He get his power from the devil. The devil gave him his seat and great authority. And they are waiting on the devil. And the devil going to sit in their temple. And the devil going to take away their daily sacrifice, and it's going to be great hell upon earth for 3.5 years. That's coming. That's coming. Let me show y'all this. This is who they waiting on. Look at this picture right here. Look at this. European Jewish population, 1933. We can't make this stuff up. Y'all, what they just call these people? European Jewish population. Where they come from, KJ? European Jewish population. They come from Europe, y'all. That's why they call themselves the Indo-European Jews. And the world still act like they dumbfounded when we tell you these people come from Europe. No, they don't come from Europe. They come from Israel. Bruh, why you think they call themselves the Indo-European Jews, bruh? It's right here, 1933, European Jewish population. Look where they come from. Germany, Poland, Soviet Union. Come on, knock it off, y'all. Romania, Italy, Portugal and Spain, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, Great Britain, the Netherlands, Denmark, Ireland. These are the people that's claiming our identity. Greece, Turkey, Albania. Knock it off, man. Stop it. Stop it, man. We exposing y'all, bro. Look at this. This is in Europe, y'all. European Jewish population in Europe. Europeans. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, family. It's right there, clear as day. I keep telling people, when y'all look up Ashkenazi Jews, the Khazarian Jews, you got Russian Jews, you got all type of Jews. If you go to Genesis chapter 10, verse 1, it's right there in front of you. Japheth's children, one of them was named Ashkenaz. There you go, Ashkenazi Jews, children of Japheth. That's who claiming your identity, the children of Japheth. Because the Bible say, I will enlarge Japheth, and he should dwell in the tents of Shem. Where is they dwelling at? In the tents of Shem. Claiming your identity, along with Esau. Because like I told you before, you got two type of Jews on the earth today. Get this book called by Ella J. Hughes, The Black Biblical Hebrew Israelites, by Ella J. Hughes. It's on Amazon. It don't even cost that much. And read that book. That woman did extensive research, and she proved there is two type of Jews on the earth today. You got the Edomites, who didn't need to convert. They was forced into keeping the way of the life of the Israelites by the Hasmoneans, which are the Maccabees. They made Esau circumcise his children, but the Jewish people, they converted to Judaism, which is a religion. But they sit up here talking about this, their nationality. Man, go sit down in the corner for an hour and hold your masa crackers. Okay, now let me show y'all one more thing. So we showed y'all, oh, I gotta show y'all this. Let me show y'all one of the biggest lies. I got one more thing to show y'all, then if y'all got any questions. From now on, family, I'm gonna start doing a Q&A once a month. I'm gonna start doing a Q&A once a month. That way y'all can ask all the questions y'all want. Even if y'all want to come hit the link and talk to y'all brother, sitting on side y'all brother on the panel, where you can ask all the questions you want. I'm gonna start doing once a month Q&A, ask all the questions y'all want. Y'all can even hit the link if y'all want. Now let me show y'all two more things. Let me show y'all the biggest lie that has been told when it comes to these Jewish people. I want to show you this map. Y'all see this? Let me bring it in close. Why is I'm showing y'all this? We are told that all the nations are surrounding Israel, which is Meshach and Tubal, Togarmah, and we got Put, which is Libya today. We got Ethiopia, which is Cush, right? And we got Persia, which is Iran. And we got all the children of Japheth with the allies of Put, which is Libya, and Cush, which is Ethiopia. Now, they are telling people that this prophecy in Ezekiel 38 is talking about these people. Let me expose this lie right now. So I want you to look at this map, and I'm going to read it from the Bible. So you see all these little arrows. Here go Magog, right? Here go Rush. So in Ezekiel 38, it talk about Gog and Magog. Gog is the leader of Magog, which is the people. Okay? And he gonna have all his allies with him, which we know as Russia, Meshach and Tubal, which is also living in the Turkey area. We got Gomer and Togarmah. And we got Put and Ethiopia. But nobody not paying attention to, if Ethiopia is the real Jerusalem, why is Ethiopia fighting with Gog and Magog against the real land? Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. Critical thinking. If Ethiopia is going to be aligned with Gog and Magog, how is Jerusalem in Ethiopia when they aligning themselves to go fight against the people in the land of Israel? But if Ethiopia is the land, they wouldn't be fighting against the land, right? Come on, make it make sense, bro. Woo! Let me read this, man. And I got one more thing to show y'all, and that'll be it. Let me show y'all that the people have not been gathered back into the land. These people have lied and perpetrated a fraud, man. Ezekiel 38 and verse 1. Ezekiel 38 and verse 1. And it reads, and the word of our Elohim came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, which is the leader, the land of Magog, which is the people, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, thus said the Elohim, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thy armies, horses and horsemen, all them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with buckler and shields, and all them handling swords. Persia, which is that's Iran, Ethiopia, that's Cush, and Libya, that's Put, with them, and all them with shields and helmets. Gomer, I'm gonna show you who Gomer is, and all his bands, and the house of Togarmah, and the north quarters. That mean all the north. You know, that's what Japheth was given, all the north quarters. And all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And Russia is the big dog. Russia is the big dog. Verse 8, after many days, thou shalt be visited in the latter years. Thou shalt come into the land that is bought back from the sword. Whoa, time out. Whoa. He said, you're going to come into the land that was bought back by the sword. But the Jewish people wasn't bought back by any sword. This was a Balfour Declaration. This was documents that they put in place to create a state of Israel. But he just told Gog and Magog and them and all of his company and the armies with him, his allies, that you're going to come up against the land of the people that was bought back from the sword. That means that we have not been gathered yet. Once we are gathered and dwelling in our land peacefully, then Gog and Magog and them gonna come up against the land. So this prophecy don't got nothing to do with the Jewish people. Prove it further, KJ. Verse 8, after many days thou shalt be visited in the latter years. Thou shalt come into the land that is bought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have always been waste, which have been always waste, but is bought back out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. I am shocked. The Lord said we're going to dwell safely. Is the Jewish people dwelling safely, or are they going to war and dropping bombs on Palestinians and Palestinians fighting against them, but them dropping bombs and killing Palestinian children? Do it look like the Jewish people have any peace? Do they have peace in that land? No, they don't have peace in that land because they don't belong in that land, because the children of God have not yet been gathered. Gog and Magog will not do this until the latter days when we are gathered out of many countries. Knowledge. Verse 9, thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land. Thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. Thus said the Elohim, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. Are they dwelling in unwalled villages? No. No, family. No. The land of unwalled villages. And I will go to them that are at rest. Are they at rest, family? Do it look like they have any peace? Are they at rest? The answer is no. That dwell safely. All of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, that dwell in the midst of the land. This has not happened yet, family. So there's prophecy that these European Gentiles, these preachers, get on the pulpit and tell the world that God put Ethiopia, Tubal, Meshach, and all of them gonna come up against the land. This is not going to happen until we are gathered out of many countries, family. So this prophecy is in the future when Yahshua is back on the earth in the midst of his people. Revelation chapter 20. It tell you the same thing. It tell you the same thing. That Satan gonna be loose out of his prison. He gonna go to the four corners of the earth to deceive Gog and Magog, and they gonna come up against the land, and the Most High Yah rain down fire from heaven, and that's gonna be the end of the battle. That has not happened yet, family. So if the Jewish people are the people of the book, where's your Messiah? He should be sitting on the throne of David. You should have peace. You should be dwelling in safety, and I don't see that. I see bombs dropping everywhere. I see bombs dropping everywhere. Now, let me show y'all who is Meshach, Tubal, Gomer, and all them. So let me type this in. Hold on. We're going to deal with Gomer first. It's going to all come up. I got y'all. Okay. Here we go. I want y'all to see this. Y'all see this? I'm going to show you the picture first. This is Japheth's children. Y'all see? Dwelling all in the north quarters, family, just like the Bible said in the book of Jubilees. He gave Japheth's children the north, which is around Asia Minor, Turkey area, Caspian Sea, Black Sea. This is where you find your Scythians. This is where you find your Turks, your Ottoman Turks. This is where you find all the children of Japhet dwelling in the north quarters, family. Okay. Now let me go back, because I got to see something. Let me see. Let me see who Gomer is. No. I don't want that one. Hold up. I don't want that one. Bear with me. I want this one. Okay, here we go. The children of Gomer, associated with Crimea, Celt, the Gauls, and early Germans, settled in Central and Western Europe. Descendants, many scholars link Gomer's descendants to Western Europeans, such as the French, the Germanic tribes, and possibly the British Isles. Magog is associated with who, KJ? The Scythians, Mongols, Russians, settled in areas north of the Black Sea and Caspian Sea. Descendants, some traditions associate Magog with Russia and Northern Asia. Ezekiel 38 speaks of Gog and the land of Magog, seen as the northern nations. There y'all go. Come on, man. This is documented, family. If it's not documented, it didn't happen. Y'all see why the Lord document everything? He have to. Because if it's not documented, it didn't happen. So I just proved to you that these are the people that's going to be with Gog, Magog, in Ezekiel 38. Gomer at the top and Magog in Ezekiel 38. Now let me show you. What about Tubal? Let's deal with Tubal real quick. Let's deal with Tubal. Okay, Tubal right here. Okay, who is Tubal? Tubal associated with the Iberians. Y'all know who the Iberians is, right? The Iberian Peninsula. Y'all remember when they was taking out people to Portugal and Spain, right? It is called the Iberian Peninsula. This Bible is a cold piece of work, boy. Okay, associated with Iberians, the Georgians are southern Russia. settled in Caucasus Mountains and possibly parts of Turkey or Spain. Descendants often link the early Iberian tribes of Caucasian people. Say that again, KJ. Descendants often link the early Iberian tribes or Caucasian people. But they telling y'all Esau is the white man or the Caucasian man. And Esau never dwelt in no Caucasus mountain. Esau dwelt in Petra. He dwelt in the cliffs of the rock, but he never dwelt in no Caucasus mountain. Esau come from a background of a civilized home. Esau spoke Hebrew. Esau come from a mama and daddy and a brother who was civilized people. It's just that Esau was a hunter. And Esau, the Bible in Jubilees said that Esau's mind was just always wicked. But that doesn't mean he come from no Caucasus mountain. Talking about Esau was crawling on all fours. Where y'all get that from, man? This man got a civilized mama and daddy, and y'all sitting up and talking about he was in the Caucasus mountain. Man, stop it, man. What about Meshach? Let's deal with Meshach. I'm going to just read this from here. Watch this. It say, Magog, Meshach, and Tubal were all sons of Japhet, who was one of the 3 sons of Noah. Japhet and his family migrated to the area of modern-day Russia. Gog is a person, I just told y'all that, who rules over the land of Magog. Magog means the prince of Rush, which is Russia. Gog, Rush, in the old root word for the land of Russia. So Russia is the big dog. America know not to play with Russia. Have you ever noticed that America don't attack big nations? They bully little nations. Why they won't bully Russia? Why they won't bully China? Why they don't bully North Korea? They only bully small nations. But Russia is a big dog because he's the army of the Lord. And the Lord is going to use Russia to fight in World War III against Western Europe versus Eastern Europe. And they're going to go to battle. That's why the Euphrates is drying up, right? So they can go to war. So Donald Trump don't even understand he's being used, family, to bring about the word of the Lord, to bring America to his knees. And Trump is going to bring this nation into World War III because he is crazy. He ain't no politician. He ain't no commander-in-chief. When you think of a commander-in-chief, that's somebody who's been in the military. This man is a businessman. He ain't no politician. Y'all see how the Lord worked? He used the basis of men to fulfill his will. Men of nothing. So I just wanted to show y'all that. So now y'all got an idea of what's going on. And y'all already know about Ethiopia, which is Cush. You already know about Put, which is Libya. They changed the names. I got documentation to show y'all that too one day. I'm going to start a series called Things We Didn't Know. And I got all type of documentation just to prove to y'all all the names changes in the continent of Africa, all the name changes in the so-called Middle East. All this stuff was changed, family. They even changed the name of Jerusalem to Capitolina. So the people of Jerusalem couldn't find their land no more. Like, these people are diabolical, family. They wicked. Dude, I mean, we are up against some strong forces, boy, in high places, man. Because Satan hates the children of Israel. He don't hate the Jewish people because they the synagogue of Satan. He using them. But he hate us, boy. He hate us with a passion. Let me show y'all one more thing, then I'm gone. Okay? Let's show one more thing. Got one more thing to show y'all. And then I'm gone, family. So people often ask me, well, K. Judah, how did Japheth's children turn white? When you really look at it, though, they just lack pigmentation, right? So we can look at them and say these are leopards. They got leprosy on them, a lack of pigmentation. So whatever happened at that time, I know without a shadow of a doubt, though, I'm not going back on this because I read the history and I understand the scripture. The people that are dwelling in Europe, these are children of Japhet. Now, did Japhet look like this back in the day in the ancient times? No. But remember, if Noah came out looking like an albino, this type of gene pool would not be hard for this to happen if the man was already looking like an albino or was an albino. So that gene pool for these type of looking people would not be far-fetched. But I'm telling you that these are people they are clean leopards. They have leprosy, a lack of pigmentation. Caucasian people, children of Japhet. These are not no children of Esau. Esau did not come out of white man, dog. I don't know why people keep thinking that Esau came out of white man when the Bible said that Esau came out ruddy like David. Esau was ruddy. David is ruddy. How that's a white man if he was ruddy? White people ain't ruddy. Ruddy is different forms of melanin, dark-skinned people, brown skin, dark skin, whatever type of ruddy that may be. You see what I'm saying? So people got to understand that we are ruddy people because you can see the like that reddish looking undertone in our skin, especially when we're in the sun. You don't see that in Caucasian people because they come from the Caucasus. So I just want to put that out there. All right, let me show y'all one more thing, and we good, fam. Yep, they got some Esau that's dark skinned too. See, that's another thing. Esau spoiled this seed. So everybody just talking about Esau is the whole white race. No, he ain't, man. No, he ain't. Esau could be over there looking like some of them Arabs. You got some Esau on the continent of Africa. You got some Esau in the Middle East. Like Esau, just like you Negroes. Look at you today. You ain't all dark skinned. We done mixed our seed too. The Chinese over there having baby with Ham's women. Look at them children. Y'all see how stuff can get messed up when all this mixing going on? I got to show y'all one more thing, and that's it. But I will say this: Ishmael is the Arabs. So let's not get that trick. Ishmael come from Abraham, and Ishmael, he's the Arabs, and you still have black Arabs on the earth today. I'm talking about black Arabs, look like Negroes. Now Abraham's son Ishmael, he dwelt in the Saudi Arabian area. When him and his mama left from Abraham, they went to that Saudi Arabia area because that's where the mountain of God is also at too, Mount Sinai in Saudi Arabia. So we know that Abraham's son Ishmael dwelt in Saudi Arabia. And you still got a lot of black Arabs today. So Ishmael come from Abraham. He just wasn't a son of the covenant, but he do come from Abraham, and God still blessed Ishmael because he was a son of Abraham. So one more thing, and then we good. Let me show y'all this. I have to show y'all this, family. Let me see. Where is that? Right. Let me see. Is this it right here? Yeah. Here you go. Check this out. And then that's it after this, family. No, this, hold on. Let me see. That's not it. Where is it? Right here. I got it. Here we go. Check this out, family. And then that's it after this. That's it after this. Now, KJ not saying this, but they telling on themselves, right? I want y'all to see this. They telling on themselves. Okay? They telling on themselves. Let me go back up. It says, most Ashkenazi Jews are genetically European. You can't make this stuff up, family. Read that again, KJ. Most Ashkenazi Jews are genetically European, family. Come on now. What I've been showing y'all this whole time, that they come from what? Europe. They even telling you, they own people telling you that Ashkenazi Jews or the Khazarian Jews are European, family. They are not no Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let me read this a little bit, and then that'll be it. Right here. It says the origin of the Ashkenazi Jews, who come mostly recently from Europe, has largely been shrouded in mystery. But a new study suggests that at least their maternal lineage may derive largely from Europe. Read that again, KJ. The origin of the Ashkenazi Jews, who come mostly recently from Europe, has largely been shrouded in mystery. But a new study suggests that at least their maternal lineage may derive largely from Europe. You can't make this stuff up. Through the findings may seem intuitive. It contradicts the notion. Listen, y'all. It contradicts the notion that European Jews mostly descend from the people who left Israel and the Middle East around 2,000 years ago. He say it contradicts the notion. They did not leave Israel. That's what he's telling you. They are not the people that left Israel. He said they come from Europe. So now we understand how they got the land. They left Europe. They put in some documentation and they gave them a state of Israel. And now the Palestinians and them been fighting ever since. Let me keep going. It say European Jews mostly descend from people who left. Oh no, it is a contradiction. The notion that European Jews mostly descend from the people who left Israel and the Middle East around 2,000 years ago. Instead, substantial proportion of the population originated from local Europeans who converted to Judaism. I'm done. That'll do it. We can't make this up. That's the lesson, family. This is why we know that the Jewish people was a part of the transatlantic slave trade. They funded it, family. Now, how can you be in captivity and fund a slave trade and be the people of the book? PA in Psalms 83, who was the first one on the list? It was Edom, right? So Edom is the main architect of this wickedness, bringing these nations together, and they are all confederate to cut us off from being a nation. And the Lord said that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. Allegorically using Esau as the main culprit in destroying his brother Jacob. He's number one. So Esau is the end of the world. But the Lord did not give Esau the whole planet Earth to rule right now, because he said we're in the time of the Gentiles. And if you ever notice in biblical text, he never called Esau a heathen. He never called Esau a Gentile. He called him by name. Esau, Edom, Idumea, Teman, and Bozrah. But he called everybody else heathens, but not our brother, because he's our brother. He's our brother. So that's it for y'all, brother KJ. I love y'all with the pure heart. Many blessings to every last one of y'all, family. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'm glad that I was able to do this. I'm telling y'all right now, Israel, buckle up your seatbelt, because we about to go on a ride. The road is going to be a little bumpy, but you're going to be delivered and bring through the fire. Nothing won't harm you. The Bible say that those that have put their trust in me, I will save you from the hour of temptation that shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So our faith is going to save us, not me being an Israelite, not me wearing fringes, not me having on a garment. My behavior, my integrity, and my faith, and the way I respect my brothers and sisters and walk in love, that's what's going to save us. If you are wicked, and just because you're an Israelite and you think you have the right attire on, but inside you are a filthy cup, you're not going to be able to walk in the presence of Yahshua with that type of, resume. So we got to clean up our resume, and we got to walk in love with our people. Because let me tell y'all something, to be kind and to be respectful is free. It don't cost no money. So why we can't walk in love? Why we got to be disrespectful all the time? Because we act like we trying to prove something to one another. I ain't your enemy. You ain't my enemy, brother. You ain't her enemy, sister. We kinfolk. And the sooner we realize that, the better off we'll be. In the end, we all we got. We don't have no allies. We don't have no friends. And don't get me wrong, some of the Gentiles, they gonna cleave to you. Some of the Gentiles, they acknowledging who you are. Some of the Gentiles, they telling the truth. So I understand not all the Gentiles is vile and wicked and hate Israel and want to see our demise. No, not all of them. You got some actually speaking on your behalf, telling they people that they the ones better repent. You better leave these people alone. These are the children of God. So you got them out there doing that, and I salute them for telling the truth. But at the end of the day, we got a lot of them, and boy, they gonna do everything in their power to destroy the children of Jacob. But I pray that the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua turn all your devices back on your own head. And what you have planned for Jacob, you shall fall in that ditch. And all your wickedness and all your schemes and all your lies, and you sitting inside of these think tanks, thinking of ways on how to destroy this people, is going to fall back upon you, and you're going to receive double. And I can't wait to see that day. Salute, family.
Yeah. The waves stood high, the night was cold, feet on the sand, hearts feeling bold, a path of dry where waters flow. Oh, step by step they march through time. Oh, faith in Yeshua, hearts aligned. Oh, Yeshua brought us through the sea. Oh yeah, parted the water, set us free. With his power, with his might, turn the dark into light. Egypt's chariots chasing fast, chains of the past they couldn't outlast. Freedom ahead, no looking back. Lifted hands to the open sky. A miracle where the ocean lies. Yeshua brought us through the sea. Oh yeah, parted the water, set us free. With his power, with his might, turn the dark into light. Well, the dark into light. Oh yeah. Well, the dark into.
Family, I want to say this. The world have tried to deny us of our true identity, and they have proclaimed to the world that the Jewish people are the ones who received the covenant from Yah, who received the blessing from Yah, and who received the land of Israel from Yah. And I just want to tell the world,
that nigga lying.
And in the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, my twin in the faith, thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with your brother K. Judah, the CUC family. Big salute to my brother Sham. Big salute to the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. And big salute to Elder Bro Tim, man, one of the certified code teachers in the nation. Love you, Elder. Big salute to you. And all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Let's get it. And in the words of my sister Reveal, boy, y'all some certified goof. I can't even get it out. Boy, y'all some certified goofballs. Certified goofballs. The whole world, you're goofy. You're goofy. Y'all are some goofballs. I leave you with these words of encouragement, man. Goofy.
If you love Yahshua, walk in his footsteps. He created all things by the spirit of his breath. He showed us the narrow path that leads to life. He have showed us how to worship the Father, the spirit of all light.
And your brother K. Judah, Mr. Michael Jackson bad with the scriptures. Certified sword swinger of the Lord, Yahshua HaMashiach, and the Most High Yah. I say big salute. Love y'all, family. Peace and blessings.